Christine, hello. I'll be in half an hour.
Howdy, howdy.
Hello, you're switching it up. You got presentation
I
today.
am trying to give you a view of the yard so you don't have to look at me.
That's all right. Oh, you got me on the big screen then. Oh, geez.
Yeah, I have you on a giant
My
screen.
hair
Hold
is
on.
for this. Oh, how's your week been so far?
Sure. My knees are blowing up.
Your knees are?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Knees are blowing up. That's not good. Well, hopefully we can do a little bit with them today. If they do end up hurting at all, just let me know. We can make some variations and we can move stuff around. But hopefully this will help get some of the fluid out and that sort of stuff.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I
Well,
should my backyard.
what's that? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and mute everybody, and more people join. Perfect. And I'm trying to figure that out. There we go. All right. So for this workout, all you need is a foam roller and a little tennis ball or lacrosse ball or anything little like that is perfect. There we go. Awesome. Sweet. So before we start foam rolling, we're just going to get a little bit blood pumping into our muscles. Nothing too big, nothing too crazy. These will be all nice and slow. We're just going to start at the neck. I'm just do a few neck rolls. And I'm just loosening up the joints and just getting some blood going to the muscles and some of the areas that kind of been inactive all day. If you get dizzy, do this one pretty slow or don't do it at all. Also just go side to side if you want, forward and front. Just doing a few rolls here. And I'm gonna switch directions. Cool, I gotta close my eyes with this one. I get too dizzy. Awesome. My neck's nice and loose. I'm gonna start just with some gentle arm circles. Just getting the shoulders warmed up here. Awesome. This is our fifth class of the day. I don't know how to count. Fifth class of the day. Had a bunch of good ones. I did a couple this morning, and had a whole lot of fun. Got some good work in. And I'm gonna reverse those circles. So if you want to go back on YouTube, check any good ones out. Not particularly after this, because after this, I'm just ready to go to bed in general. I'm always tired after. I'm always like sleepy after these. So next one, I'm just gonna do some bear openers here. Oh, I have been looking forward to these more and more each day with this core run man challenge that we're doing. I am running a lot more than I usually do, which I usually run 0, and now I'm running like 1. So we'll just do some openers here. So I am very sore from those. Like even my upper body, my shoulders are like tense. So I'm just like super psyched for this. Next one we're gonna do, we're just gonna make a T here. Doing this before, just nice and gentle. We're just doing this one pretty slow, trying to get some more range in the shoulder. I'm just going back, just like this. I'm just holding it for a second. So we're still warming up the muscles. We're still pushing the range. If this is painful in your shoulders, bringing the arms down a little bit further. So my arms are down here now. I kind of look like a robot. But if it's painful here, if you want to make it a little more challenging, bring the elbows up higher. This one's my arms only go about this high, but boom, just a couple more. Boom. Awesome. You want to swing your arms and let that out. I'm just going to dangle over a little bit. Feel a nice stretch to the lower back. Kind of go side to side. Nice and slow. I know from one foot to the other, you can rock the hips. If it's too painful, bring yourself up a little bit. If you're flexible enough and put the hands on the floor, feel free. Oh. Just let gravity do the work. few more seconds here. And bring it up. Last one, or not last one, but almost last one. We're gonna just do some light squats. You don't have to do full range. All we're doing is we're just getting some motion through the hip and the knee. Just go as far as you want, warming up some of the muscles. Oh, I know my hips are particular sore today. Awesome. And as I say in all of these, it's all about whatever you're feeling. So if you need an extra second somewhere, you take that extra second. You take that extra second, and you can keep on in that area that might be a little sore. All right. Next one, we're just gonna do a little ankle warm up. I'm just gonna do a couple circles in each direction, and then just get some motion through the ankle. Nothing too crazy. You need to put a hand on something for support. You can. My balance is not the best, and I'm gonna switch feet here. Might hear some cracking. That's normal. I'm not very good at making a circle with my left foot. It's more like a triangle. Boom. Boom. Awesome. Once your ankles are nice and loose, we're gonna start foam rolling a little bit. And getting some motion through our joints and pushing some of the bad fluid out. So I'm gonna start at the mid back. Starting at the mid back here, and I'm gonna start working some of the muscles. So I'm actually gonna tilt this down a little bit so you can see me a bit better. Awesome. So I start right kind of below the shoulder blades. Might hear some cracking, that's okay. I'm gonna slowly work my way down the back. There's a lot of force through your lower back when you're doing this. Feel free to put your hands behind you and help you roll here. Boom. I'm gonna start working my way down to the glutes. So you can do these two at a time, but I like to do one at a time. So what I do is I put this one foot down and bend this knee, and I'm just rolling right here. So I'm getting like the back part of my hip pretty much. You can also do this one with a ball. It'll make it a little more targeted if you're a little tender in certain areas. I haven't been lately. Last time I did it, I think I aggravated it more than anything. So I've been just sticking to the foam rolling, but it does work if you're nice and gentle with it. I'm just not very gentle with my foam rolling usually. And now I'm gonna flip over to the other side. If you need to hang out on the left side a little bit more, you go right ahead. Boom. I love this. Is like a pet workout. I'm missing the dog. You guys both have dogs. And last time, Christine's had his own yoga mat. Mocha, right? Mocha. Yeah. I just need a dog, I guess. We could do like dog recovery sessions. That would be so much fun. Maybe I'll just go borrow a dog. I am dog deprived here at college. Awesome. I'm working my way down to the hamstrings now. Boom. Yeah. Dogs and yoga, I just feel like they go together. Dogs and relaxing, recovery. I'll tell Adam that we got to start during the summer, we'll have an outdoor class. We'll bring all the dogs and we'll just do some nice stretching, some foam rolling, some yoga. The dogs. They'll probably all be running around barking at each other, but I guess that won't be too relaxing. But I'm gonna work my way down to my calves. Ooh, my calves really need it today. Calves are a little harder to do. You can do one at a time if you want. Doing one at a time will keep your butt on the floor. Whew. So next time we gotta like make some tea beforehand or something, some relaxing drink. And maybe that's a beer. Now I know why they do beer yoga or wine yoga. I feel like it'd be a little more relaxing or something. I don't know. So I'm gonna go over and do the quads now. So I'm gonna put it right at my knees, and right over, and roll back and forth. Right here. There's a couple options to do this one. You can do 2 legs at a time. I like to do 1 at a time though. So I do is I put my leg right on the side of it. So this is the end. And then I can kind of rotate my hips back and forth and target some of the more tender areas. Usually for me, it's a little more tender towards the edge, towards the outside edge, especially closer to the hip. Cool. I'm gonna switch sides. For foam rolling, they usually say go till the tenderness goes away. But for my quads, for some reason, I can never get the tenderness to go away when I'm foam rolling. They're very sensitive. Just a few more seconds here. Awesome. Next, I'm gonna go over to the side of my leg. This is everybody's favorite, I know. So, start right on my hip. I have the bottom leg straight, and I take the top leg and bring it right over. Boom. I'm gonna put both hands down. I'm gonna roll right back and forth on the side of my thigh. So this one gets pretty painful. So 2 hands down, and using this foot for a little support. You don't want to go over the knee, but you want to go pretty close to it. This one right here, as I always say, is one of the best foam rolling techniques right here. This like part of the leg you're hitting is very important for a lot of functions you do every day, and it gets very tight very easily. So I'm gonna switch sides. You can give me dog foam rollers, like a little thing for your dog to roll on. I don't know. Next money making idea right there. I have to patent it right now. Or what you could use, I guess, just like a rolling pin and just like roll it over your dog for it. I'm sure they love it. Actually, I don't think my dog would enjoy that at all. My dog hates being like brushed. My dog at home, home, not Bangor. Boom. Awesome. And I'm done with that one. Next thing, grab your tennis ball, your lacrosse ball, whatever ball you have here. We're just gonna work a little bit on the feet. So you can do this standing, you can do this seated, you can do this a lot of different ways. all I'm doing, I'm just slowly rolling around my feet. Got a lot of cracking, a lot of stuff like that. If you don't have a ball, any sort of smaller round object like a water bottle, it will also work. Um, Carrie, that's perfect, but I don't think the dog's very happy you stole the toy. I love that. I love that. So I usually work pretty slowly through the arch of the foot, around the toes, and if you can tolerate it, you can push a little bit more through the leg to add a little bit more force. You don't need too much force, but awesome, awesome. Christine, that sun went down pretty fast, didn't it? It was shining right through at the beginning. Awesome. Keep going on that foot as long as you want. I'm gonna switch feet here. Start working that other one. Just saying thank you to the feet for holding me up all day. Been like on my feet, I think, this entire day, which is rare being at home. I can't sit anymore on the couch, so gotta stay moving. So I usually spend a little bit more time on my right foot, so I'm gonna be done with my left foot. But if you need more time, you keep doing it. Next thing, you grab a roll of cross balls. You can use it as a foam roller. The foam roll the places I couldn't get, so like chest area, the shoulders, the arms, the back of the neck if you want. Those are some typical areas. My chest is always pretty sore from a lot of Adam's workouts, so I'm just gonna hang out right here, but you can move around if you want. Move around. Uh, I'm gonna switch sides, but you can keep going however you want. And do the shoulder real quick. Maybe do the kind of the upper back area. Oh, it's tight. And whenever you're feeling nice and loose from the ball, go ahead and toss it to the side, toss your foam roller to the side. And we'll start a little stretching and a little bit of yoga here. Boom. Awesome. So we're gonna start with a little bit of hip and knee work. Pretty similar to what we usually do. We're just got a little variation. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna sit here and drop the knees. We're not pushing them to the ground. We're just letting them sink. We're just letting them sink here. Christine, I was just thinking if your knees still bothering you, maybe doing a little rolling of the ball just with your hand around it. I don't know if you were doing that earlier. That might help though. Might help relieve some of the pain. If there's any swelling, boom, boom. So we're just rocking here, letting the hips loosen up. Just a few more. Just a few more. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I have my feet a little bit wider than my hips. A little bit wider than my hips. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna drop down, making 2 triangles with my knees. Boom. I'm gonna set up my hands nice and tall. What we have here, we usually hold this position and stretch, but what we're gonna do this time is we're going to lean forward. We're going to open up here, bring the hand up, and we're gonna bring it right through and reach. And then we're just gonna do this a few times. So if you want to hold that reach, you can. But I'm opening up the chest and bring it back through. So moving while stretching is good, but keeping a slow tempo is important. Oh, so it feels good through the back, the shoulder, a little bit through the back of the hip. And one more time here. And I'm going to switch sides now. I'm going to roll over to my next side, my other side, and do the same thing. So I'm going to have the hand behind me, reaching the arm up, and then right through. Whew, I am much tighter on the side. Up, nice and slow with these. And this is where you should start getting aware of your breaths. If they're, try to slow it down a little bit. Nice big deep breaths. And if you can, exhale as you go into that stretch. And one more. And exhale. Awesome. Now we're going to bring it sitting on your mat. This is a new one I've done myself, but I haven't done one of these. We're going to lay back. What we're going to do is drop one leg, keep one leg up, and we're going to rotate. So this knee is over top. We're going to grab onto it right here and hold it. Next thing, we're going to bend this leg up. This is called the pretzel. And what we're going to do is roll our chest, see if we can get our back flat on the floor. And we're just going to pull until we feel a nice stretch. It's a pretty good stretch for the quads, as well as the hip, as well as the lower back. I'm going to try getting the shoulder blades to the floor if that's comfortable. And just focus on my breath here. Trying to let the muscles relax and become centered with my breath. One more breath, and I'm going to relax. And let go of the legs. Rotate back onto my back. I'm going to do the same exact thing, just on the other side. So I'm going to roll to my other side. I'm going to grab my leg, reach up, grab this foot, and definitely am a little tighter on that previous side. I got more range with this one. Don't feel as much of a stretch. Just a few more seconds here. Relax, let go of the legs, bring it back. Awesome. Next, I'm going to take it on the hands and knees. Take it on the hands and knees. We're just going to do some gentle cat-cow, cat-camel. So what we're doing here is we're tucking our chin to our chest and tucking in our chin to our chest and tucking in our tailbone, squeezing the glutes a little bit. We're pressing up through the back. Trying to get up as high as we can, and then we're dropping it down. Lifting up the tailbone, lifting up the head and neck. And we're just going to go nice and slow between these two. Making that spine nice and long, stretching the abdominal region a little bit. One more time. What I'm going to do next is put my knees a little wider, a little bit wider, and I'm going to sink right back onto them into child's pose. And what I'm going to do is just move in and out of this position, back onto the hands and knees, back in the child's pose. If you lift the hip back when you're back in child's pose a little bit, you get a nice stretch through the front of the hip and a little bit through the back. And bring it back to the hands and knees. From the hands and knees, we're going to go into downward dog. We're going to push up. Once we're there, so push up, curl the toes under, nice and tall, nice and strong. Right here, I'm going to pedal my knees a little bit and my ankles. So I'm getting a little bit of a stretch to my calf and keeping my knees nice and soft. So pedal at your own pace. If you want to do it quicker, you can. If you want to bounce, you can. Trying to get a little bit more length through the calves. And another second. On our next inhale, we're going to raise our right foot overhead, take it right back. And on our exhale, we're going to bring it right through into a lunge position. From this position, we're going to drop our back knee on the mat. So right here, first thing we're going to do is we're going to lean a little bit forward, keeping nice and tall, nice and tall. We're going to reach back with our arms. I know you can't see my arms, but reaching right back. And you should feel a nice stretch through the front of your hip here and a little bit through your chest with the arms. If you want to do a big arm circle, you can. Focusing on that breath. From this position, we're going to drop forward right next to our knee. So our shoulder should be right close to our knee. What we're going to do from here is we're going to try pushing forward and down, and we should feel a nice stretch through the opposite hip. So my right hip, since my right leg is forward. To make this stretch a little bit more, try pushing your elbow that's close to your leg towards the mat. And just go till you feel a nice little stretch here. Next, we're just going to go in and out of that position, straightening the leg and bringing it back. So we're getting a little hamstring stretch, pulling a little bit of the hips moving. One more rock here. I'm going to go back onto my hands and knees. Then curl my toes under, push up into downward dog once again. Pedal for a second. Soft knees. And I'm going to lift my left foot back and up and bring it right through into that lunge position. Dropping my right leg to the floor this time. So we're in the opposite lunge. I'm going to be nice and tall. I'm going to lean forward a little bit with the hips and bring the arms up and behind. Trying to get the spine as tall as it can. So focusing on that breath. Reaching up. And one more second. And once again, I'm going to drop my body towards the mat on the inside of this leg. And from here, I'm just going to try and drop my elbow as close to the mat as I can, feeling a nice stretch through this hip. One more second here. And bring it back up. And again, I'm just going to rock in and out of this position here. So stretching a little bit of the hamstrings, nice and gentle here, and then back to the front of it. Just want nice and gentle movements. Just a few more times here. And last one. Next, I'm going to bring it on to my backside. I'm going to roll right back. There's a couple different ways we do this. We can do this by just hugging the knees into the back. We can rock back and forth to make it a little bit more of a stretch. We're going to do what's called Happy Baby. We're going to reach in onto the inside of our knees. Reach in to the inside of our knees here. And we're going to grab the feet. And what we're going to do from here is just pull down, try to, like you're trying to press the knees into the mat. And you can rock back and forth, roll out your lower back a little bit. Start to become aware of your body and how it feels and how your breath is going. Make sure you're not holding it. Breathing nice and deep. Try to start relaxing some of the muscles of your neck, your lower back, like rocking side to side. Still focusing on that breath. Becoming centered and aware. Whenever you've had enough, we can slowly lower the legs to the ground, feet to the ground, hands to the ground. Take a few nice deep breaths as you try to let all the muscles in your body relax. Just sit there and relax. Whenever you're ready, you can bring it on up to center. And come to. Awesome. I'm gonna mute you. Thanks for joining me in my recovery workout. I hope you're feeling nice and relaxed now.
Thank you.
You all grow in, I can't even talk, go and have a great night, get some good rest, and I'll see you sometime soon.
Bye.
Good night.
Oh, my dog.
What's that, Christine?
You can borrow my puppy if you want for yoga.
Can I? I honestly might take you up. Mocha seems like a pretty good dog. So, Carrie, what's yours name? What's your dog's name?
Chance.
Chance.
Chance, I love it.
Oh, Chance, and she's gone.
You lost Chance.
Chance.
Thank you. But if you do want to borrow a mocha for a little bit, you're more than welcome.
I maybe we'll see. I need to get a dog fix sometime. So, I appreciate it.
I'll bring it to you.
Have a great night, Christine. See you next time.
Definitely.